Good evening, everybody. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 오늘도 좀 공부해 볼까요? 근데 잠깐만요. 일단 공부도 좋은데 저 댓글 안 보이니까 폰도 켜야겠네요. 폰 깜빡했어요. 샘성. 형님 안녕하세요. 저는 본 산지 꽤 됐어요. 9개월 됐어요. 계속 갚고 있죠. 오케이. 뭐야 이 조명. 톡이 나왔네요. 오케이. 잠깐만요. 오늘은 뭐 할 거냐면 오늘은 Responsive Web Design Project 중에 Build a Product Landing Page. Today we're going to make a product landing page, or not exactly today, the next few days. 네, 플렉스 들어가요. 여기에 보면은 15번 My product landing page should utilize CSS flexbox at least once. 하나라도 들어가야 되나 봐요. 오케이. 그리고 예를 들어서 이런 페이지 만들어야 돼요. 영상도 들어가고 여기 플렉스박스 이용해서 이런 그리드도 넣고 후트도 들어가고 이메일 입력하는 거랑 타이틀 그리고 나비게이션 바 여기 있죠. 이게 아니에요. 이게 스크립트예요. 테스팅 스크립트. 이게 아니에요. 나비게이션 바를 이렇게 들어가야 돼요. 근데 지금 이 나비게이션 바는 보드 없어서 끝이 어딘지 안 보이네요. 갑자기 확 뭐가 사라져요. 이게 좀 이상한 선택이네요. 제 생각은. 일단은 해봅시다. Today, let's make a building like landing page. What I just commented is there's a navigation bar, but you can't see where the bar itself is, so you just have these elements that disappear all of a sudden, which is interesting design decision. Let me just do my cup of tea I have over here, or as in some countries they say cuppa. You wanna go for a cuppa? Okay, nice. What kind of tea I have today? It's strawberry. I forgot the name of the brand, but yeah, here it is. LA Dodgers. A Korean player is part of the Dodgers. His name is Hyunjin Ryu, and he's doing really well this season. The Korean players who left, or they call him Ryutung in Korea also, because he's a little bit bigger The Korean players that are still playing in MLB are doing good this season. You have Seung-hwan Oh. He went from the Blue Jays in Toronto to now he's in the Colorado Rockies. If I'm mistaken, he's playing in Colorado now. He used to play for the St. Louis. Oh, damn it! All of a sudden I forgot the name of the team. Cardinals? St. Louis. No, it's not the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The St. Louis Cardinals. He did exactly, yeah, the Cardinals. He used to play there. He went to Toronto and then he went down to Colorado. And who else is left in Korea? In the MLBs also for the Tampa Bay Rays there is a Korean player, but he hasn't played in Korea from what I know. Jiman Choi or 최지만. 부산 야구만 보는 게 아니에요. MLB도 틈틈이 보고 있어요. 시애틀과 토론토 많이 보고 보스턴도 많이 보고 있어요. So yeah, 최지만, as I said in Korean today. 유럽 사람 야구 잘 안 보죠. 모임 만들면 10만 명 정도 있을걸요? 영국에 좀 보긴 본데요. 근데 막 그렇게 많지 않아요. 네덜란드는 야구도 해요. 유럽 나라 야구하는 나라 중에 네덜란드, 이탈리아랑 폴란드나 체코 둘 중에 야구팀이 있어요. 그래서 WBC 월드 베이스볼 시리즈 아니 뭐였지? 잠깐만요. 이게 그 뭐 매년 그 야구 그 있었잖아요. 그 겨울에 한국이랑 일본, 쿠바, 도미니칸 레퍼블릭이랑 도미니카랑 누구죠? 도미니카랑 네덜란드 그리고 멕시코 이렇게 네덜란드 해요. 그 네덜란드 출신 그 야구 선수 있어요. 지금 뉴욕 양키스 잘하는 선수. 일단은 잠깐만 지금은 so let's begin. WBC 맞죠? 저도 WBC로 알고 있는데 월드 베이스볼 시리즈 아니에요. WBC? WBS? Nope. World Baseball Classic. 예, WBC 맞네요. 맞아요. World Baseball Classic. 왜 클래식인지 모르겠지만 맞아 WBC. 네, 작년에 한국 좀 잘 못했어요. 재작년에 잘했는데. 네, 네덜란드 들어가 있죠. 한국 골드메달 없나? 골드메달 있을 텐데. 이 나라들 WBC에 참여한 적이 있대요. 여기 보시면 유럽은 나라 3개밖에 없네요. 스페인도 야구 하는군요. 이스라엘. 아, 이스라엘. 아, 맞아. 이스라엘이 있었어요. 이탈리아, 스페인이랑 네덜란드. 그 다음은 없어요. 근데 여기 막 베네수엘라, 브라질, 쿠바, 도미니카, 멕시코, 캐나다 있어요. 맞아. 캐나다 있었어요. 깜빡했어요. 일본이랑 한국, 대만. 일단은 새로운 프로젝트 만들어 봅시다. Let's make a new project. Let me just create a new folder in my GitHub directory where it's going to be what's going to be called landing page. Landing page, and then here I'm going to make two files which you can't see now. Okay, so I'm gonna open this folder in Visual Studio Code. And it's going to be empty. Let me open source tree for a second so I can make a new directory. Free, let me just give it a name, freeCodeCamp, freeCodeCamp, product landing page. And this is, I can't do a private repository because I don't have a paid account yet. Let me just make it. Okay, it told me to give it a second, and let's see if I should push it. I'm not sure if I should push it. Push, so there's nothing to push. Okay, nice. So you can't really see my source tree. Let me see if I can share it over here for a second. The source tree is over here. This is my source tree, and now it's empty. And what we're going to do is make a new file. And I'm going to call it landing page.html. And okay, now we have a file. You see, source tree immediately detected there is a new file. And then let's make a CSS file, which is going to be landing page.css. And now it's going to be another file pop over here. And wait, pop, yep, now we have a landing page also. No preview because it's empty, makes sense. From over here, from over here, let's write something. 11:30. Okay, we have an hour. Let me see how much is this. 60 minutes in the stream. Let's do it short now because it's not good to stay until late. So what we should start with, we should start with HTML. And let's see how we're gonna start with HTML. Let's just give a second. I'm just gonna see my personal website for a second, and I just wanna copy the head. Text edit. Yeah, let me just open your text edit for a second. Where did it go? Open up, buddy. Or you're not opening up. No, I did not mean to open it like this, for Christ. Developer tools. And what we need now is doc type, HTML, and then let's go for HTML. Language is going to be English. Oops. Ah, yes, of course, yes, makes sense. And you just push this guy down. No, not good to push him down. And then let's go for a head, because everyone needs a head. We need to think, and we need a head. What are we gonna need? Yeah, let's just go with this. In the head, I'm just gonna put the meta char set is going to be UTF-8, and then meta name is viewport, and then content is going to be width equals device. Device width, initial scale is going to be 1, and shrink to fit is going to be no. And then we should close this body, close it down. meta description, freeCodeCamp project landing page. Close this fellow down and then open up another meta, and let's put name author. No, oops, description. My bad. This is I suck at this. Content. And then this guy is going to be name description. Name description. Okay, and then author, and then content. Content is going to be Martin Totev. And then later meta name. No, actually this is enough. Okay, and then the head. Oh, we should actually put Google Fonts. So I just want to show you that after saving this body, we're going to have a change over here in source tree immediately, and later we can just stage the file and push it to GitHub. I prefer source tree. I used GitKraken, but it's not a native app, or it's not a native. It's not native software, so it's just a little bit too resource intensive, in my opinion. It's built on Electron, and Electron is famous for being a RAM. It's famous for eating a lot of RAM, like a huge amount of RAM. So I'm trying to be less intensive, or like I try to put less pressure on my laptop. I don't want this guy to die, and if he dies, I die as well. So I'm using source tree by source tree. Wait, I forgot the name of the Atlassian. Yeah, it's by Atlassian. They also have Gitbucket, which is a competitor with GitHub and GitLab. Atlassian. They, by the way, this GUI Git manager is really nice and really insightful. You can also switch between light and dark mode, which is always good. Let me just change it to light so you can see. This is the light one, which is also very nice. The dark one is not bad at all also. So yeah, okay, enough for this. Let me open up I'm going to open up. Let me see if it's gonna work actually. It's opening in my default browser, which is Chrome. So to maximize space, I'm going to remove my bookmarks and I'm going to open it up first over here. Google Chrome. and now we have an empty file. By the way, when I push something on GitHub, I push it through Visual Studio Code. If I want to see what I have done before, I always go to source tree, because it creates this visualization of like what kind of branches I had and what did I fork it, etc, etc. And usually I forget how I wrote the day before. So yeah, this is it for now. Let's put something over here. Okay, now it's working. My personal website was over here. And what else we're gonna need? Let me see. This guy over here, but yeah, we're not gonna need it for now. Okay, so what we're gonna need now, I'm gonna have the code open on the side. I'm still waiting for my second monitor to come, and you can't really see it over here. So here is closed. Oh no, first let me put the Google. Let me put the Chrome. Let's go to Google Fonts. Fonts.google.com. And tomorrow I'm gonna experiment with another cam. I'm gonna try to put the camera above my monitor. Let's see if it's gonna work. You're gonna see the software and stuff behind, but it's okay. Or maybe I can just put it to the side. If it's okay, I can put it like this so it can show you my desk. Let's see how it's gonna look like if we do it like this. I'm gonna try something like this tomorrow. Not sure if it's gonna work. Let's see. Don't fall down. Okay. And let's choose some fonts for the landing page. Should we continue? Sorry, what? I'm thinking of continuing on with the restaurant. Why don't we make a landing page for the restaurant that had a survey form, and you can actually put the survey form in the footer of the website, of the landing page. Not bad. Restaurant want to be something a little bit more the survey form. Sawarabi Mincho. I have a feeling this is going to be a Japanese font. Let's see. Yep, exactly as I thought. It's not bad looking, but it's a Japanese font, and Japanese fonts usually take a little bit longer to load. because they're being called from Google server. So in this case, I think let's go with actually Robotoslab, which is a nice font. I like it personally. And Open Sun Condensed. It has only light and bold. Oh, this is also, yeah, let's go with the condensed and something a little bit more, not too serious, I guess. This one I want to use it for like we use Laura. This one has 6 styles, regular, bold and black, and it also has italic. This guy has only regular and bold. So this guy is going to be for headlines or H1 and H2. This guy is out. No, actually let's put the play fair display. We're going to use it. Body, I'm gonna get rid of the Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. No, 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 no. There is a very famous American song in the 1980s when still Japan was considered the most high-tech country in the world. And when you mention a robot, everyone was thinking about Japan. Should we go for Open Sans? Extra light. Thin. How thin it is. It's quite thin. But too wide for my liking. I want to use it for the body. There is just too much weight with this font. This is also a Japanese font, so it's going to be, yeah, pass. We have a serif font for the titles and for the bigger text, and let's use a Gothic font for the body. We don't want to have similar fonts. They're not easily distinguishable. Usually people use serif fonts for the body because they're easier to read. And especially people who read books a lot, they're mainly written in serif fonts. So the human eye is also more accustomed to using like Times New Roman or Arial or whatever how you call it. But no, I don't want to do this like. Oh, okay. This guy looks nice. Not bad. Doses, let's go with doses also, and that's it. I think there's too much. The face of the moon was in the shadow. The recorded voice stretched in the speaker. So many decisions. This one has also a little bit too much weight on it. Like what I mean is a weight is just that yeah, I know I can control the kerning of the font. It to be a little bit more slim. I like to have a smaller footprint. So yeah, I think there's thousands of fonts. This is only one style, which is regular. These type of fonts take a lot of time to design, and I understand why there's going to be only one style. This is also nice for menu. Okay, let's just put this one also. Come over here, open a body, and let's remove open sun condensed. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Whoops. Maybe Roboto-san condensed was not the one I should have removed. Roboto-san, Roboto, where are you, buddy? Roboto. Dancing script, doses, playfair, and Roboto slab. Playfair display, yeah, this is going to be the, so we don't need Laura. We don't want, oh, we don't have Laura. Doses, Roboto mono, Playfair, dancing script. I'm gonna get rid of the Roboto slab, and I'm just going to use open sun. Okay, I have these four guys, and let me just take the code, open up. Oh, streaming is just taking too much. Okay. Let me identify the Google Fonts is here. Okay, and then we're done with the head. So let's start with the body. We're done with this for now. Font family. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one over here and put it in a comment. Font family is sans serif and cursive. And then we have another sans serif. I'm gonna keep this as a reminder to what kind of fonts there are. And let me just do this, because open sans is going to be for the body, and then the doses. Oh, I really like this song. I really like this song. I'm gonna increase the volume a little bit. This song is not as old as me, but it's one of the songs that got me into trance. Open sun is going to be the body, and then let me show you what else did we have over here. I'm going to use this. This is I'm going to use for titles. So Playfair, Oh, sorry, this is titles. This is titles, and then open sans is going to be for the body itself. And then doses. By the way, the name of the song, you can see it on the screen. ATB 9 PM or Till I Come. It's, yeah, doses is also a font that we can use with light or extra light. So this is going to be in the menu section. I think of using it because it's a sans serif. So let's say there's going to be a menu section with flexbox, and I'm going to try to put like a breakfast, dinner, and supper, and then like just a few things. Or then there, I think of putting a like a reserve button, like reserve during that time, instead of like making a price. Like in the example, like they have this service that has its own like prices, like $100, $200, $300. There's going to be like morning with this, and then reserve button, dinner this reserve, and supper this reserve. Those is going to be with this, and then also I am using dancing script. Why don't I look for you? Dancing script is going to be the title of the menus. So this one is going to be menu body, flexbox menu body, and then this body is going to be flexbox menu titles. Like what I was thinking to be a little bit more like something cursive. So yeah, okay, we have the CSS over here. It's empty, so it should not, maybe it's not going to refresh the page over here. Yeah, there's nothing over here, so let's just save it. And still there's nothing because it's only the head. And from the body over here, what we need now right now is what it says over here is just give me a second. My product landing page should have a header element with a corresponding ID header. I can see an image with the header element with a corresponding ID header image. A company logo would make a good image here. Okay. Oops, I don't want this. So header, but wait, don't we need to specify that it's a flex box? Later it's in the CSS, the flexbox, right? Oops, something just vibrated on my phone. What is it? Okay, let's see. Body. It says we need a header. With an ID. Of header. And the header itself is going to be the navigation bar, so that's what a header is. Something is going to be stuck, always stuck on the top. Okay. Okay, so it wants to have an image. Let's see what kind of image should we use for. No, image, let's think of it later. Let's put in a container. In the container, let's class it as a logo. May put an ID also. Logo, but because container is logo container. And then it says my product landing page should have a header with a ID header. I can see an image within the header element with a corresponding ID header image. Header image, so it's an image element, img, and then ID, it should be header image. Oops, I got it over here. Header image, a G, please. Just beautify this fellow over here. Save it. There is going to be something, but it's not visible. There is no text. Image. What kind of image should we use? Let's see. Free logos. You know what? Illustrator and get done with it for today. Let's put it, let me just open up Illustrator. It's taking a little bit more time than usual. Let me stop this one and then actually let me stop it over here as well. I'm gonna put the name of the song. And instead of this guy, I'm going to put Illustrator. Okay, I hope it's visible over here. And it's a restaurant, right? So what we all gonna need is okay, so we have this thing over here now. Yeah, because it's illustrated, see like a few references, and let's just draw something really fast. Like we don't need this guy anymore, don't need this guy anymore. Restaurant logos. And what kind of restaurant? I have no idea. I just made a survey form. I never thought that I'm gonna go on with it. So what kind of restaurant should we make? Something more contemporary, fusion. We can always go for a kebab place, like a good döner. I don't know if you ever had like a proper Turkish döner, but wow. Or kebab as it's known in the States, I guess. I think it's amazing. Like it's soul food. Seoul is in what's inside you, not is the city of Seoul. Brilliant food. By the way, if you want to eat it in Seoul or in Seoul in Korea, it's overpriced, to be honest. For the size, it's overpriced a lot. But it's nice that there's really good places. It's just that they give you this small thing and they ask, like you can buy two huge ones in Europe for the same price, especially back home in Bulgaria. Let's go for something simple. That's a really clever design. Let's go for something simple so you can see. If it's a restaurant, usually it depicts either what they serve, or it just has like a hat and like a fork and a knife or whatever. So let's just make something very simple. And for this we're going to need, let me just open it up. And let's see. Our restaurant is going to be, why not make a burger joint? Let's make it a burger joint. I like burgers. Make a circle. Make a circle and increase thickness a lot. Let's make it 40. And then from this thing I'm gonna remove this guy, connect them around the corner, around the corners, and then on the bottom I'm gonna copy this fellow over here, spin it around, and I'm gonna move this guy up so we can flatten him. Make the lower bun, and just with a simple straw, I remembered something now. Remember how Google's emoji for burger was it was controversial. Yeah, controversial. Let's see. I don't want to mistake the order of the ingredients. Burger emoji. Google's logo had the cheese under everything else, which does not make sense. You want the cheese to melt above the patty. So that's why they fixed it to this later. But yeah, so we have lettuce, tomato, padding, cheese, which is mistaken. We should have tomato. You might put the lettuce on top, you might put the lettuce on the bottom. If you put the lettuce on the bottom, it is going to keep the juices from the patty. Makes sense to put the lettuce on the bottom. So, let's go back to Illustrator. And I'm going to put a lettuce over here. But how I'm gonna do it is, no, you want to have it better, so I'm going to use a circle. I'm going to remove this guy over here, going to remove this guy over here as well. Copy him. Well, this is too thick. We don't want it to be this thick. It's just an ingredient. The lettuce is never that thick. So, I'm going to simple logo over here, and then just copy these guys. Copy, and then more copy. And what we can do is, I use the select tool over here, direct select, and I'm gonna grab this guy, click join, right click, it's not showing up now, right click join, right click join, and I'm gonna join this as well, join this as well, and now we have a single object over here. So when you have a single object, it's a little bit too big. Let me just go to transform over here and see if I have scale, stroke and effect turned off. if we have it turned on, it's going to scale the stroke itself. Lower it up. But what I want to do also is put one like this, and I want to delete these guys. I'm using directories again, and I'm going to join these two friends over here. That's gonna be a huge lettuce, if you all haven't noticed. Let me just put these guys in the middle of the artboard, and I can put this guy in the middle of the artboard again, a little bit up. I'm gonna grab the topmost guys and then just move them, one down, one up, squeeze it a little bit, bang, we have the lettuce. Give it a little bit more space down here, and now we need a patty. We need the patty itself. No, let's use the rounded corner one, and then I can grab this and just round it a little bit more. With this guy, I'm gonna copy him up. I'm going to remove this and this anchor. Remove this anchor as well. And I'm going to transform it on both sides. It's going to represent the cheese. And later I can just copy it up again. Remove the guys on the sides, and I have a tomato, or a tomato. If you're speaking from the English, a tomato over here. A little bit more space. I can grab these guys, click this so it's evenly, oh no, wait, I have to use selection and click on this. Dope, it's weird. And let's try to make it a little bit more even. The cheese is a little bit too big. It looks like it's flying. Let's round these friends on both sides. I'm gonna round this one as well, and round this one. Okay, and we have a simple logo, but the bun on top is a little bit too roundish, so I'm gonna lower it a little bit. And let's make it to 30 points. And move this a little bit up slightly. And then do the lettuce again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Okay. Okay. Okay, and we have a burger. And how should we call this burger place? Maybe it's good to have it very simple. I don't want anything too complicated for it. Oh, we don't have any cinnamon seeds on top of it, so let's just put a few more seeds. Bang. No. Instead of 2, I'm going to use the pencil tool. Where is it? Brush. Bang. Oops, too small. find where the 2 was. I forgot it. Shaper 2, pencil 2. No, it's not the pencil 2. It should be brush, but I don't know why the brush is not working properly. It's automatically making it to 1, so it's bang, 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 bang. I just put a few more dots over here, like this. Select this, deselect this guy. And let me increase. Okay, group him, and we have a burger. And on the side, what are we gonna do on the side? Let's put, how should we call this? John Foster Burgers. John Foster Burgers, and let me select the font. It's very somehow you can see it actually. You can see the change from over here. Let's see something that looks nice. What's going to be? American typewriter is not bad at all. Okay, I think, yeah, we're done. We're done. Let me just match it a little bit. And we have John Foster Burgers. Nice. Simple. Slightly. But I don't like how these guys are. So I'm gonna move this guy a little bit like this, and a little bit like this. And you see there's the pointer over here. There's where the anchor is, and then there's the handle itself. I'm gonna get rid of the handle. Oh, all of a sudden I forgot the command. How could I? Shift C, it was Shift C, sorry. Get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. And then catch this handle over here, a little bit to the side. A little bit to the side. Bang, done. Okay. Okay, and let's export this SVG file. File export as SVG, and I'm gonna have it in the landing page. I'm gonna make a folder with assets. Assets, and it's going to be logo.svg. Before that, if I have the font, I'm going to actually expand it and make it into an object itself. Okay. And let me just match this guy. Okay, now we have the tomato properly sized, and we're done with the logo. And exactly, okay, a little bit too much time it took, but it's not that bad. And let me just export this guy as an SVG inside the assets. It's going to be called logo SVG. And also let's keep the let's keep the file itself. It's going to be called logo, and we're done for now with this, and I'm just going to include it. Go back to the VSC code. And then we have the image. ID is header image, and then we need the source. Source is going to be assets. Logo SVG, and the alternative John Foster Burgers logo, and save it. Let me open it up again. And we have this humongous logo. So in over here, header image, let's change the width to 2 rem. You know what, I'm gonna deal with it tomorrow. At least we have the thing working. Okay, we have an image, or should I just finish the header? Okay, let's just finish the header, and then we close this guy down. Navigation ID, we if not mistaken. What we have over his header with I can see at least 3 clickable elements inside the nav element, each with the class nav link. So we have a nav. We don't need an ID for it. ID is called navigation. And then I'm looking on the side, I'm looking at the code they did. So what they did is they used unordered list. So let's put one UL over here, and then with the list and then class as ordered class is called nav link. href okay, so what are we going to do is href is ingredients href is ingredients. And then let's go down, list another one, class is nav link, and href is going to be promo video. Or video, and then make another list. With class nav link, then we're gonna close this guy, put a href on it, and then the href is going to lead to reservation and then reservations. We're going to call the button itself. Okay, perfect. And then we're closing the list, and then closing the navigation itself, and then closing the header. Okay, perfect. Save this body over here and let's see what's happening. This image is taking too much space. Okay, now it's better. Perfect. And because it's an SVG file, it does not break down in any way. It always keeps the same crisp edges. Because if you use a JPG file, when you scale it, it's going to pixelate. With SVG file, just because it's a vector image, it's a vector container file actually, and it scales perfectly. And okay, I think we're done for today. 네, 오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다. 일단은 로고 만들고 SVG 파일만 생성하고 CSS 또 그냥 폰트만 코멘트로 폰트 뭐 쓸 건지 다 줬고 HTML에다가 헤더까지 만들어 봤습니다. 서버 끄고 내일은 비디오 만들어야겠네요. 비디오 추가하고 그리고 포럼 엘리멘트 이메일. 네, 그래서 이메일은 레스토랑의 메뉴 그냥 이메일로 구독하는 거 알림 이메일 알림 준비하는 거에 근데 뭐 간단하게 저는 뭐 인터넷에 구글에 치고 뭐 그냥 로고 받을 수 있는데 그냥 간단하게 만들려고 했어요. 다운받는 것보다 뭐 무료 로고 있을까요? 치면 버거 프리 로고 아마도 있을걸요? 근데 뭐 무료 나오는 것보다 어차피 포트폴리오에 들어갈 거라서 직접 만들고 나중에 좀 더 수주하면 돼요. 이거 되게 많네요. 생각보다 엄청 많네요. 네. 일단은 이렇게 다 저장하고 그리고 GitHub에다가 푸시할까요? 오케이, 지금 다 스테이지. Let's stage everything. And what are we going to do it? How should you write it? Actually, let me see first. Survey form. I did a survey day 1, survey dash day 1, so I'm gonna do this one, landing dash day 1. Okay, perfect, and I'm gonna push it. Let me try to push it from source tree. It's the first time I'm pushing it. Push it to origin, okay, and it should go up. Let me just see if it's working on GitHub. Okay, it's up, and it should be up over here as well. Yep, it's up. Perfect. Okay, good night from me, and see you tomorrow. 내일 뵙겠습니다. 안녕히 주무세요. 형님, 네, 내일 아마 비슷한 시간에 다시 올라올 겁니다. 네, 네, 주무세요. 잠깐만요. 어디 갔지? 네, 푹 주무시고 내일 뵙겠습니다. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.